So it's become quite evident to me that One Piece Bounty Rush players cannot read. So Professor Izuna is here to help you all out, especially the Whitebeard players, which is the main topic of this video, to unlock the extreme legendary skill, Reading Comprehension. So lock in, buckle up, I'm gonna show you all how to counter your counters, basically. Now I learned a very valuable lesson from my last video that actually blew up about predicting what units don't counter and whatnot. I don't want to make that mistake again, so I'm gonna say that Roger and Garp are 100% Whitebeard counters, but they're not counters so much to the fact that they hard counter them like how Luffy would counter Kizaru, but there's a 50-50 chance to beat them if you play correctly, based on the traits that I'm about to show in the video. So to begin, Dark Jinbe and Blueno are painfully similar units that Bounty Rush players think counter Whitebeard because of his reliance on status effects and being on the flag. But they couldn't be more wrong. Take a look at the screen for me. This right here is Jinbe's traits, and in these traits it's very evident that if you step out of the flag and then hold M1 or use Whitebeard skill 2, Jinbe effectively becomes useless for the next 10 seconds of Whitebeard's shield skills being all around the map on his treasures. But what about Blueno? Look at the screen again. Blueno faces the exact same issue because both runners do pitiful amounts of damage and will struggle to get the flag back if Whitebeard starts spamming that skill 2 with the right medal set. But now for the highlight of this video, Dark Roger, which everyone thinks still mogs Whitebeard. While I do agree that if there's multiple runners of these types, Whitebeard won't be able to keep more than one in check. Roger is by far the easiest of the three to handle if you use this strategy correctly, and only gives Whitebeard trouble if, well, the Whitebeard can't read. As even before the buff, Whitebeard could very easily kill Roger with Warlord support. When the guy pulls up holding Kamusari, just pop your skill 1 if he's not in your treasure. If he reaches in your treasure, he gains status nullification. But if he's outside and using that Kamusari running towards you, walk out and pop that skill 1. It will immediately tremor him because, as you can see on the screen here, Roger's status nullification traits requires him to be above 97%. Yup, you heard that right. Roger has a worse version of the Kizaru trait, and he also only nullifies immobilizing status effects when on the enemy flag. So Whitebeard players, get your pens and notebooks out because I'm gonna explain this once and once only. You have two options when a Roger pulls up, Dark Roger particularly. Try to catch him off guard when he's not in your team's flag with skill 1 and just tremorlock him to death, meaning just spam skills until he dies and M1s. Or just let him capture the treasure and use your skills to tremorlock him. Naturally, some Rogers are gonna start running tremor arm reduction sets, but to be honest, they're just gonna be setting their teams running that because every other defender has status effects sometimes. And Saturn, well, you're gonna need actual traits on the medals in order to even deal with him when it comes to taking damage from the guy. Now for the wildcard section of the video, EX Garp, which everyone also thinks hard counters Whitebeard, which they aren't wrong, but actually has a hard time if he lacks Galaxy Impact. All a Whitebeard player has to do is dodge Galaxy Divide, put up the shield, and spray and pray until Garp dies. But this heavily relies on the character that has the better support levels and so on. But if Whitebeard doesn't get his skills back in time, he's immediately cooked. But that's about all for my video, folks. I hope you learned something today, and please, Bounty Rush players, learn to read the traits of your counters, and maybe you'll realize they aren't really counters after all. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. God bless you all. Peace out.